This year for Christmas, I'm going to make my coworkers a homemade gift, and then I'm going to give them a bottle of wine to go along with it. So something personal and then something that's extravagant. The homemade gift is cookie dough truffles. And so I'm mixing up a test batch today just to make sure I get it right and I work out all the kinks before I start to make them for a gift. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Here are my ingredients. I have a stick of butter, some brown sugar, regular sugar, salt, flour, vanilla, mini chocolate chips, which you can get in any grocery store, milk, and then I have chocolate wafers and sticks. They're like lollipop sticks. I got the wafers and the sticks at a candy supply store. I'm going to start by creaming the butter and the sugars together. I'll add in the flour and the salt and the vanilla and the milk and the chocolate chips to make a batter. I'm going to roll the batter into little balls, truffle size, and freeze them. Here's what the dough looks like when it's mixed up. I have this little gadget that my mom got me. It's a cookie scooper. I don't know if you've seen these around. There's a squeeze mechanism so you can scoop up the batter and then just plop it on the sheet. What I'm going to do is I have a cookie sheet here lined with wax paper. I'm going to scoop all of the dough out and into these little tiny balls, put them on the wax paper. I might have to use 2 cookie sheets. I can't remember how much this makes. And put it in the freezer for about an hour. And then I'll start to dip. Well, here they are all rolled. I did only need 1 cookie sheet. Looks like it made about 54 truffles. I'm going to freeze them for an hour so they're hard enough for me to dip in the chocolate. Here's a little tip. Make sure you choose a cookie sheet that fits in your freezer. I have one of those side-by-side fridge-freezer combos, and not all the cookie sheets fit in there. So I made sure to choose a small one this time, and you want to keep that in mind when you're doing yours. So the next step here is I'm going to melt the chocolate wafers in the microwave. I'm going to melt them at 30-second intervals and stir in between each time it dings until the chocolate is nice and smooth. You can see I have another cookie sheet here lined with wax paper. I'm going to remove 4, 5, 6, just a few of those truffles once the chocolate is melted. Stick one of the lollipop sticks in them and dip them in the chocolate and place them on the wax paper cookie sheet to dry. And I'm only going to take out a few at each time because I want them to stay hard while they're dipped. So I want them to be mostly frozen. I don't want them to thaw out while they're dipped. It'll make dipping so much easier. Here, you can see how nice and thin that chocolate is now that I've melted it. Stirred it up with a fork. It took about 1.5 minutes to melt like this. What I'm going to do is, you can see that I've stuck the sticks into about 4 of them here. I'm just going to dip, swirl it around, dip it so that all of it's covered. Let it drip off a little bit. And then put it on the cookie sheet. You can see I'm going to just dip it. Make sure the whole thing's covered. Let it drip off a little bit. Put it on the cookie sheet. Now you can see that one, there was too much on there, so I'm just going to let it drip off. I'm going to dab it a little bit. And then I'm going to put it on a clean spot on the wax paper. That's it. I'm going to do it for all of them. So here they are. They're all covered in chocolate. You can see that I only did 4 of them with the sticks since this was my trial run.
I have one more.
You want one more?
Yeah.
You like them?
I want a piece.
Okay. Well, they're toddler approved.
I do.
So I hope that you enjoy. He's asking for 3 of them. You can have one in a minute, okay? I hope you've enjoyed watching me cook, and if you'd like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe.